I'm Captain Beatty, finding books in the booth, set it ablaze. I'm the type that tends to always amaze. You look lost like you're caught in a maze, but I already hit the exit, guess this perseverance pays. Agent Zero in the locker room, you know my words are heat. Unless you're Jimmy Buckets, I suggest you take a seat. Shout out the Phillies 61 and Mavs in 93, there's always next year, but like Mort, they only chase defeat. Used to put up all the threes like hats hitting ice, but now I'm corporate closing deals with price tags that entice. There's no room at the table, so I try to play it nice, but truth is I'm like Peter, cause I still want a slice. So lend an ear when I say that you should hear all my lines forming pyramids without any cheer. I never stunt, but my layout is clear as the surface of Tahoe when it looks like a mirror. Think I'm midnight, cause you see my bars are packed like suburban birthdays. There's so much to unwrap, I'm backpacked, taking over the map, mixing matching all these letters like I'm part of a frat. You're gonna wanna have a couple tabs open just to comprehend all of these words that I have spoken. I hate arcades cause I'm not the one who's token, but I've written so much that you'd think I was token. I don't use a ghostwriter like a skeptic, never one to waste my words, that's aseptic. Guarantee I move you with my songs, that's kinetic, even though a lot of people act fake like synthetic, so pathetic. I need a second to reflect on my wins. Repeat offender, I'ma do it again. Look, I'm ready anytime, you don't have to say when. I never lose like 5 tallies when I write with this pen. Catch me up in the trees where I wanted to be. Life's been getting better, stress is starting to leave. Sipping water from a chalice in the lap of luxury. Use my muscles more to smile now that everything's a breeze. I can't find the words, they're on the tip of my tongue, till I throw them on a track, that's how I showcase my love. And yeah, I've come a long way now from where I'd begun. Feel the warmth of the sun and fresh air in my lungs. Gotta pause to take this in, thought that I would never win, and then I wrote with the pen. Found my passion in these lyrics, heart started again. Paramedics can't explain it, but you know they're listening. Found my energy again, and now my life is looking grand. Bought a house and new shoes, now I feel like the man. I've been putting out these records just to meet the demand, and the smile's looking permanent just like I had planned. I'll be honest that this feeling has to be a state of mind. No matter where you are, you can be feeling divine. I'm so grateful for the people that invested their time, helping me to hone my craft like Noah's Ark at the time. Got the whole team with me, but it's really just a pair. Got my ride or die beside me, now I know that you're aware. All the finer things in life may just leave me in despair. For now I'm sale shopping almost everything I wear. And I've been building my brain, educating myself, and adding wisdom to this game. So much untapped potential, maple syrup in my veins, umbrella for my doubts so they bounce off like rain. When you take the time to take care of yourself, I swear the grass was looking greener, like I added some wealth, making positive change, another notch in my belt. Now that everything is great, I hope you're doing well. Realize that a lot of them have never taken the time to figure out if they actually like the things that they like because they like them, or because other people have told them to, or that's what their family grew up with and they've just never taken the time to question it. And I do things a little differently, I know that, but I've found my rhythm. I know what I like, and I like it because I like it, not because somebody else told me to. And living with that freedom to push back and to accept it for your own, honestly, it's just the best. Living my way, if you don't get it, that's okay. Made improvements to be better, and now they're here to stay. You can try and knock me down, but I'ma get up anyway. Sometimes the road to healing's lonely, but I think it's worth the pay. Living my way, if you don't get it, that's okay. Made improvements to be better, and now they're here to stay. You can try and knock me down, but I'ma get up anyway. Sometimes the road to healing's lonely, but I think it's worth the pay. I used to be an echo, just repeating what was told to me, until I learned to think for myself when I was 23. A lot can happen if you open up your brain, so these are some things that help me build out a frame. I drive a car with 3 pedals, not a single power feature. Fell in love with switching gears, I'm a pretty simple creature. Routine will always keep my sanity intact, finding peace and consistency and learning more facts. I'm watching all these shows and movies I already quote, often underrated, but still they get my vote. Every time I see chalk squares with numerations, I gotta play hopscotch to inflate my jubilation. The littlest things often bring the biggest high, that's why I'm into all the details. I wanna fly, distance myself from those who never self-reflect, and the same for those who switch up every time we connect. Living my way, if you don't get it, that's okay. Made improvements to be better, and now they're here to stay. You can try and knock me down, but I'ma get up anyway. Sometimes the road to healing's lonely, but I think it's worth the pay. Living my way, if you don't get it, that's okay. Made improvements to be better, and now they're here to stay. You can try and knock me down, but I'ma get up anyway. Sometimes the road to healing's lonely, but I think it's worth the pay. Could be rolling woods, but instead I play Sudoku. As I master all the numbers, take control like a Roku. Been making these decisions that can never please the crowd. Someone's always left upset, so I tune opinions out. Motivated by the drive I find inside of me. Watching people master their craft is such a joy to see. The older I get, the further I get from the trends. I like buying baggy clothes with a certain cotton blend. I started listening to artists that prioritize growth. Chose peace over dollar signs, I couldn't have both. I love my circle, but it's hard for me to voice, because I know they share my blood, but I didn't have a choice. Sometimes these lines flow like sprinklers in the summer, other times the pipes are clogged and I gotta call a plumber. Either way, I continue to expand my knowledge tanks, getting rich from other people like I'm robbing the banks. Living my way, if you don't get it, that's okay. Made improvements to be better, and now they're here to stay. You can try and knock me down, but I'ma get up anyway. Sometimes the road to healing's lonely, but I think it's worth the pay. Living my way, if you don't get it, that's okay. Made improvements to be better, and now they're here to stay. You can try and knock me down, but I'ma get up anyway. Sometimes the road to healing's lonely, but I think it's worth the pay. I really think that we could last forever. You're my favorite and I think that we should stay together. They don't know us and they don't know our story, so we can let them talk, write their own allegory. I really think that we could last forever. You're my favorite and I think that we should stay together. They don't know us and they don't know our story, so we can let them talk, write their own allegory. First grade, moving vans, new neighbors, dinner plans. Across the fence he saw her waving her hands. He went back to making mud in the yard. She came over, sat down and asked if moving was hard. Second grade, it was rare to ever see them apart. Best friends ever since they first met at the start. They grew together and had all the inside jokes, like they made their own language every time that they spoke. Sixth grade, taking all these new classes. After school they would hang out and make fun of the masses. They grew closer when her dad was diagnosed, and they sent him off together on a trip to the coast. Ninth grade, they were ready for the best years of their lives, but they quickly realized that those dreams had been lies. Every day seemed to be just like the last, but at least they had each other, so they made it a blast. I really think that we could last forever. You're my favorite and I think that we should stay together. They don't know us and they don't know our story, so we can let them talk, write their own allegory. I really think that we could last forever. You're my favorite and I think that we should stay together. They don't know us and they don't know our story, so we can let them talk, write their own allegory. Meanwhile, everybody else could always see that this pair should be together like a breeze in the sea. Their friends would tell them they'd be perfect as a team, but they always played it off and said it wasn't their dream. So they kept the status quo, even though they felt the pressure, never giving in, even when their friends were the stressors. Senior year was getting closer to the end, and those college applications had to be turned in. They realized that they favored different schools, but they knew they'd see it through, cause they had all the tools. The constant pressure finally put them in a spot, so he asked her to the prom, and they gave it a shot. 3 weeks later, and it quickly fizzled out, to the point that when they'd see each other, they could only shout. Graduated, and they went their separate ways, and they blocked each other's numbers, can't go back to first grade. I really thought that we would last forever, but things change and I know we shouldn't be together. They don't know us, but they do know our story, so we can let them talk and they'll take all the glory. I really thought that we would last forever, but things change and I know we shouldn't be together. They don't know us, but they do know our story, so we can let them talk and they'll take all the glory. Wake, 3 keys, cruise. Shoot, swish, wonder, snooze. Crust, job, show, bed. Circle, follow, years dead. Point, none, why, zip. Sleepless, panic, sweat, drip. Shoes, lock, sprint, breeze. Gravel and breath, knees. Decade, repeat, slam, fired. Shoulder, wrist, ankle, tired. Carpet, door, rung, light. Combo, click, cash, flight. Sun, beach, waves, calm. Mango, tan, blanket, palm. Rope, slice, not thick. Chair, necklace, kick. Letter, read, shock, smile, check, fat, bills, style, house, car, debt, ink, happy, joy, relief, sink, study, pass, license, work, climb, draw, hours, smirk, pitch, no, redo, dream, blueprint, stamp, clearance, team, clear, map, dig, pile, smooth, setback, fix, file, glass, steel, roof, floors, hail, heat, permit, pours, mail, cheer, toast, laugh, ribbon, snip, picture, staff, years, change, coffin, owner, lobby, plaque, name, donor. Like an oasis, think I've seen them in the distance. Every time I'm almost close, then they seem to get more distant. I don't share a lot, I'm terrified of the commitment. Put myself on the line and then regret it in an instant. I hate the fact that I have to rely on someone else, cause people change, rearrange, and then they don't act like themselves. She's acting strange because her friends aren't there to help, and now she doesn't have a place to share with others about herself. I apologize for all those times I didn't try. I know I've been a bad friend, experienced on both sides. If you take a look inside my mind, it's scary inside. Crazy thoughts running wild like a roller coaster ride. One minute they're your friend, then the next they turn away. Pray for guidance so I can see the real and the fake. I've been searching for a while, but no one will ever stay. So maybe I'll still be alone at the end of the day. Be honest, never thought I'd have to write this. Never thought that one day it would come to be like this. I wish we'd worked it out so our friendship wasn't lifeless. Now I'm stuck reminiscing about all that I miss. I still got the voicemails from when I'd never answer. Save as the reminder of the way I was a cancer. In your lowest moments, vacated like an island dancer. Instead of being true, I ran fast and as canter. Apologize for all the times I didn't try. Instead of helping out, I abandoned you with all of my pride. The way it all ended left me empty inside. Looking back at all the memories, so many good times. I know they all say that some friends won't last forever. I thought that we were different, like a change in the weather. Now I'm laying in my bed while I think about whatever, wishing I could go back to a time when it was better. So tired of all of this, I don't know what's in my wake. Deep inside I got some problems I don't know how to shake. Seeing friends go down a path that is full of mistakes, I gotta wonder who's up there and if they hear what I say. Every night I bow my head, I'm terrified to show my face. Sometimes I wonder if Ramona ever runs out of grace. Does she hold on to my problems like the files in a case? Every day another judgment for the king of disgrace. Cause I've been feeling lost lately, like I'm in outer space. If I do wrong, I know it's at the bottom of the lake, but I can't get it through my head. So I'm scared of the day that I ask for forgiveness and only see you turn away. It's like I need help and run to you, get scared and then I run from you. In the back of my mind, I really don't know what to do. Nightmares are reality and now they're coming true. Never meant to hurt a soul, but now it's hurting me and you. And I'm so sorry for this, never meant for it to happen. All the while I've been nurturing the seeds I had planted. Now they grew into a tree, bearing fruit that looks enchanted. Every single bite I eat leaves my views a bit more slanted, but I keep going back. I just need another bite. I know that it hurts, but it doesn't leave my sight. Then as soon as I taste, I know it isn't right. The poison burning inside. Now I really gotta fight, cause it's inside my veins and I don't really plan on bleeding. I say I wanna go, but I never end up leaving. Holding on to pain like it's all that I believe in. Need to make a change and bring in something new like the seasons from the beginning. I never thought that I would ever stray. Got that verse on replay till the end of my days. Ramona, I'm so sorry that I've been running away. Let my smile keep getting bigger as I'm drowning in grace. Amen. Brain of an artist trapped inside a stoic body. Wanna fight my way out like I'm learning karate. Way too many thoughts and ideas abound, never captured properly or put into sound. A miracle I'm here and yet it doesn't seem great. Was I programmed incorrectly when I started to wake? I think the prototype was faulty and yet they still insisted I was ready, so they put me on the jet. Now I'm here today and nothing makes sense. Every time I try to write, they just turn into vents. This monotone delivery with words that could paint every song a Da Vinci if I could just get it straight. I stumble way too often over words that I can see but never put together fluently when they reach my teeth. I'm trapped inside a cage looking right at the keys. Before I can reach, they float away on the breeze. Tears in 6 years, even though I've seen it all. Death a few times and hating life I do recall. I don't need an invitation to let it all out. A mind that's not the same and chose a different reroute. I wish that I could know how you feel today, but I don't understand emotion in the same type of way. Got too many degrees, but still I don't know how to be. And I see right through the system, so I always achieve. Life is just a game to me or something to cheat. Doing less to get more so I can kick up my feet. I know it sounds insane and like I don't have a heart, but I only feel right when I'm there with some art. I calculate these conversations just to give off jubilation, while inside my head I see warning signs and inflammation. Sorry if you see me and something seems amiss. I promise in my head I do experience bliss. Perhaps I'll never get it, but I guess that's okay. I've never been afraid to live the corduroy way. Dismissed by a few, and still I'm doubted by more. But I can't change those opinions, so I'll leave them at the door. Maybe one day everyone will come around, or maybe it won't happen and they'll always look down. All it really takes is a little bit of work to educate yourself so you can see what I'm worth. I'm grateful for some people who are still by my side as they see me for me and they take it in stride. I don't know where I'm headed as I learn who I am. As I peel back the layers, glad I don't have a tan. I'm sure I'm in there somewhere, just waiting around, hoping one day someone sees me and then I'll be found. Until the day comes, glad I've got somewhere to be, finding comfort in these words and the sound of the melody. I only tend to write when something doesn't feel right. Every day's another day that I wish would turn to night. And then the evening comes, but I hate it all the same. Just a dog chasing its tail, only ending in pain. Wasting all this time, even though I know there isn't much. Try to run away, but my feet remain stuck. You ever stop and look around while alarm bells sound, but nobody else can hear them? You're face down on the ground, drowning in a pothole that's full of your thoughts. And the cars swerve to miss you, but none of them stop. I wish that things were different and the truth was a lie. Stuck in place and simply watching as these others pass me by. I used to have the energy and maybe even drive to achieve great things, but now I'm taking a dive, each second gaining speed as I skydive with no wings, headed back to rock bottom and the comfort it brings. I give out advice that I don't follow myself. Confused about the future, must be bad for my health. Nervous as I watch my peers chasing the wealth. When our gravity ends, it's blue and green on the shelf. I'm tired of this trying, why's my enemy share my shadow? Doing all the things I hate, got it backwards like a backhoe. I can't help but feel empty all alone in my chateau, as dry as the desert while I watch others' grass grow. But I'm the only thing I know. I don't see all of your motives or the things that make you go. Feels like I'm stuck in quicksand, yet everything is slow. Like sprinting in my dreams, it doesn't work on the show. Got the world in my hands, universe inside my mind. Shed some light on the search because I'm trying to find a hint or even answers through all of these lines. Still confused as to the reason for me being alive, man. every day, back in the lab trying to make my lines the best. Although I only tend to write these 16s when I'm stressed. Subtle beauty be the key to elevate above the mess. All the pieces come together and they truly impress. Deep conversations I've been having with myself, trying to get to the bottom so I can elevate my health. Got me running from my problems, but I struggle with stealth. They always find out where I'm hiding and they take all my wealth. But I'm not talking about money, because I mean my peace of mind. Trust me when I tell you that I'd rather pay the fine. Any price will work for peace and quiet at this time, but I couldn't afford it. Like the finest of wine, mixing poor decisions with an absent motivation. Couldn't give a single reason why I need an ovation. That's why it's crazy that I got an invitation from my future self to celebrate my current location. Couldn't tell you where I'm headed, but I think it looks right. Blue skies, green grass, and a purple box kite, flying way into the clouds and making shadows from the light. I don't know if I deserve it, but I'll take the delight. I've been doing my best to rearrange a common thread, where I tell myself that I shouldn't be happy, and instead my focus should remain on all the things I've grown to dread. But now I'm cutting the string to unravel and shed. I don't know how many seconds of my life will remain, or whether hours, days, and years are something I still contain. Lots of progress will be needed to sustain, but at the moment I'm still something that I'd like to retain. Between my mind and heart, I often feel a disconnect, so I want to build a bridge to have a better effect. Both ways the flow of data will be sure to infect, and maybe then I'll start to live with a sense of self-respect.